Good day to all of you. My name is Cole from the Trade and Community, and today I will be doing the weekly forecast for you guys. In today's forecast, we will be looking at Bitcoin, XRP, BITT, ICX, Sol, and AXS. So sit back and relax, and let's start off with Bitcoin. So, starting off with Bitcoin. Looks like Bitcoin did a very small retracement, touched the failure down here, and then started accumulating and pumping again. They did a very beautiful sweep of the origin move right there. We weren't really expecting them to come all the way down here. We were kind of hoping for them to go a little bit lower and then retest this failure again. But still, in the end, they held the lowest point, which is very good. And yeah, we were looking at this level all the time on stream, 59.8-ish, the move that brought us to the high right here, and this failure. If they failed down here, we were looking for 50Ks or maybe 53.5. But I think, it's a very nice strong buyback. So let's look into detail. Let me first remove this, even though this can still happen tomorrow. So let me just remove these. They can still happen as well. But let me guide you through when they will happen and how it might happen as well. So what we can look out for right now is, what I'm looking out for is a sweep of this high right here. If they sweep this, then where am I looking for? I'm looking for them to come back down and hold this level, right? So this arrow is kind of beautiful. So I'm looking for this area to hold then if they sweep it and they come back down. If they don't hold this, I really kind of want them to hold at least right here. You have this like small Quasimodo pattern then, right? So you want them to come, preferably for new all-time highs. I want them to hold this and then move to the upside. If they don't hold that, then I'm more looking for them to hold the high range right here. Try to get above this again, hold, and then blast. And then, something like this. The bearish case scenario would be if we start trading a little bit below here, fail here, and then have a continuation. Remember, guys, what's the definition of trend that we teach on stream? That's what will happen here, right? I'm sure quite a lot of you know that because I've been trying to hammer it down into a lot of you guys. So this is like the three cases scenarios that I'm looking out for. What can happen as well is a very bullish way, all the way up, achieve this, come back down, hold high range, and then do the blast as well. So let's hope that they blast it. Will be very beautiful. Let me change this one to red because this would be the bearish case scenario. So these are the cases scenarios that I would be looking out for Bitcoin for this week. Let's head over to the next pair. For our next pair, we have XRP, and it has been a long time since we've done this one. So let's dive into it. Now, what am I looking for on XRP? I'm looking for them to hold this bottom line right here that they're now actually trying to achieve, so they're not really holding it. So what I want them to do is break to the upside right here, come back down, and hold the higher range, and then move higher. Now let's look at what they have to do on the lower time frame rather than what they have to do here. They're actually, they're kind of good on their way. So what I'm looking for them now is, okay, yeah, sure, do a small retracement and then try to re-achieve it, right? So that's what you would look for. On the 50-minute, this is probably way more clear. Yep, there it is. So what you want them to do on the lower time frames is hold this area right here. There we go. We're looking at the resistances that we hope that have now turned into support. If it has turned into support, we're looking for a pump. If it hasn't turned into support, we're looking for a dump. Where to? All the way back to the origin swing is where I would look for. Now, we can say that this level might have been tested quite a lot already, so maybe not that eager to rebuy it, but definitely look for it on the lower time frames. Now, if they start moving up from here and they have a breakout long, you would look for a re-add right here at the previous highs, and then you're looking for a big pump, in my opinion. How big? Yeah, then you're looking for around 1.32, since this lower level zone, in my opinion, has already been tested. And for that reason, I'm mainly looking at these highs if they pump. Now, excuse me, let's say that they do dump, then I'm actually mainly looking at these lows, 0.98. So for XRP, bullish case scenario 133, 134, maybe 132, highs 132s, and bearish case scenario, if they start losing here again, is 0.97. So that's it for XRP as well. Let's head over to the next one. For our next one, we have BITT USDT, and oh boy, man, I'm really liking to trade this one because it's just pumping, man. It's just an exchange coin. It's cheap stuff, and it just comes back, and then it beautifully goes up. Right here, you know, you remember last week when we were looking at it, we were mainly looking for the longs. If it was bearish, we were looking for them to come back down all the way here. They didn't go there, and because of that, because they didn't go there, we were continuously looking for longs. They gave some longs, maybe down here after making a small achievement, and then just this insane blast. Now, would I have bought around here? Nah, not really. Now, what did I look out for though? We were looking out for them to, you know, start testing these highs. Because they were testing these highs, we were looking for them at least to try and hold the higher low. Here you could attempt it to, you know, long a little bit. Now, but what am I looking for them now? There are two areas that I really want them to hold. If they come back, I'm really looking for 2.276, or the area that they are fighting for right now is this one that I want them to hold. Maybe even a little bit steeper. There, let's just take it like this. Those are two levels I really want to hold. So if they can breach this all-time high, you're looking for a very bullish continuation, would be this one. If you're looking for a little bit of a more okay continuation hold, then you're looking for this, retest this, higher low. If they make the higher low, retest the previous highs, come back down, hold this, and then do the blast. The bearish case scenario would then of course be, as usual, retrace deeper, try to move up, maybe move up, retest this, and then come all the way back down there. Now, they probably won't come back all the way down there, but at least I'll have to make a new low lower than the previous low, which should be around here. So that's my plan for the current week on BTT. So thank you for this one. Let's head over to the next one. Up next, we have ICX. As you guys know, I really love my ICX, and for that reason I wanted to revise it again. Now, what am I seeing on this one? It's actually they're holding the previous failure as well as Bitcoin, which is very nice. Because of that reason, what am I looking out for next? I'm looking out for them to, you know, make new highs. Have they already made new highs? Not really. Now, for that, I want them to achieve 2.1 first. Now, as you see yourself, they haven't really been achieving it, and because of that reason, I think it's more likely that they will first come back down and do this kind of Quasimodo pattern ish play, where they go up here, achieve the previous move that brought us to the low, retest, and this would be your first BT. If they come back down there, I would probably look for something like that, re-achieve topside, and then try to do the pump that I was looking out for. After they've done the pump, always retest the top side, because we want to know if if resistance became support, and then try to go for this failure right here. If they go for the failure, staircase again. If they can achieve it, staircase again, and then move up. That would be some kind of bullish case scenario on ICX. Now, the bearish case scenario, because of course we're always looking for bullish and bearish case scenarios, would probably be somewhere around here, 1.68. So let me draw a box down there. 1.65, 1.68. I like this one. Yep, there we go. So how would that one form, in my opinion, if we go back down to the lower time frames? If they start failing this Quasimodo, because we expected the previous move to hold, we can expect it to now fail as well, right? So you would look for something like this. If we go lower than this, you will get a retest and then a dump. So that would be, in my opinion, the bearish case scenario on ICX. Now, do I think it's very probable? It'll depend on Bitcoin as well, right? If Bitcoin starts to become very bearish and starts rejecting all of a sudden, then you will probably get the same thing on altcoins. However, even if they retrace to $2.05, I really think it's still very nice to look for some longs over there. I'm not even sure if they will get all the way down there, so I'm really thinking that 2.07 might be the lowest we will get on this for a bullish continuation. So yeah, we will see what it gives. And if it starts trending, I will be trading it for sure. So that's kind of it for ICX as well. Let's head over to Sol. So up next we have Sol Perp. Now for Sol, damn, I don't know when we were looking at this one, but it looks like a long time ago. But yeah, very beautiful moves, held high ranges because we held high ranges. if you come back down back all the way up here, you're expecting them to make new highs. That's kind of what have done. Of course, this is what happened in the past, so let's look now at what they might do in the future. When I'm looking at this, I see them holding the most bullish close that they could have and are now actually making new all-time highs. So happy to you, congratulations to you SOL holders on this new all-time high day. Now, how do you most of the time play all-time highs is you want them to hold the top sides, right? So what I'm looking for right now on SOL is if we're moving up, you want them to hold the top sides. Now this top side hasn't been tested yet, so if they come back down here, you want them to hold the higher range before moving up, right? So that's something I'm looking out for on them. Because we are actually talking about new all-time high plays, I will be giving you guys my plan of how I would look at SOL if I think it might be diverging. So if we go up, tries to make a new all-time high, and then fail to come back down, what you're looking for them is then to break this and break this again. If they break this again, you're probably getting a bottom side rejection and then coming back down all the way to the origin swing. Now the origin swing can be all the way from, let me see, yep, this can be the whole origin swing. You're mainly looking for these failures down there, and this would be the area where I would then be interested in longs if it fails. Now, however, it's looking very, very bullish, so I don't think that the bearish case scenario would take place, but try to look at this pattern. That's something you might want to look out for if SOL starts to lose steam. If you look at the previous times they've done this, it was the same thing, right? Lose the move to the high, retest it and dump, come back down all the way to the origin. After coming back down all the way to the origin, do the nice pump. And this is of course something that they can still do, but the main thing that we want to do in trading is always hedging, right? So if we get this short right here, no problem. We can always take the long right here, or maybe even right here, depending when you are there. So this is actually my trading plan for SOL for this week, depending what will happen. So that's it for SOL. Let's head over to the next one. For our next and last coin, we have AXS, perp, and whoo, look at this wick, man, damn. What I'm actually looking for them to hold again is a previous failure. So what I'm looking for on SOL, I'm looking for them to hold this. If they can hold this, we're still looking for a continuation. They've tested the top side. In all honesty though, they are kind of rejecting it. So we will see if they will hold it. Something like this is something I won't buy just with limit orders. An alert would pop off and I would look for a higher low-ish play, and then take a PT here, hope for the hold, and then the blast. Now, if this doesn't happen, where am I looking for next? I'll be looking for this area around 1.21 is the next area I would be looking for SOL. Now, if you come back down all the way down there, you already know what I will say. I'm looking for a failure play into the new low. All we have to do then is make a new low. Would this be a new low of this and this? Yes, it would be. Would it validate as a new low? Yes. And then we can start with the price action again. I know this is a very simple analysis of AXS, but it's also creating new all-time highs. So if you want to know how I play new all-time highs, please check out the previous analysis on SOL, then you should know it. If that doesn't happen, then I'm looking for this down move all the way to here. And if we even go lower than that, which I don't think, because that's very, very bearish of me, but you never know, then I'm looking at areas such as 85 for SOL.
That's it for today's video, guys. If you liked it, please make sure to give us a thumbs up. And if you want to get free coaching from one of our top traders, please make sure to check out our Trader 10 supporters page on how to get this free coaching. Thank you very much and see you later.